Have you ever wondered, what does life truly mean? How can you avoid the mistakes that you or countless others have paid the price for? Life isn't just a fleeting moment. It's a meaningful journey where every step brings invaluable lessons. Today, at Inner Stillness, we will explore 100 life rules, principles that not only help you avoid repeating old mistakes, but also inspire you to approach each day with greater strength and clarity. This is not just about understanding the world around you through action, but also embarking on a deep inner journey where you'll discover balance, peace, and motivation. Let's begin this process so that each day is not just a day lived, but a day filled with meaning, power, and inner stillness. Are you ready? If so, stay tuned and join me as we uncover each of these life rules in this video. Part 1. Focusing on yourself. Understanding the true meaning of focusing on yourself. Focusing on yourself doesn't mean being selfish or isolating yourself from others. It's about taking the time to understand your values, goals, and personal needs. In today's fast-paced world, we often get caught up in hectic routines, complicated relationships, and societal pressures. To live a meaningful life, it's essential to pause, reflect, and prioritize yourself. The story of Nguyen, a young artist, vividly illustrates the beauty of focusing on oneself. After years of living amidst noise and conflicting relationships, Nguyen decided to leave it all behind to pursue her artistic dreams. Solitude is not a punishment, it is a gift, she shared. The beauty of solitude. Solitude is often misunderstood as loneliness, but in reality, it is an opportunity to connect with yourself. By detaching from distractions, you can delve deeper into your dreams and the values you truly want to pursue. Nguyen spent her time living in a small house by a field, finding joy in painting daily, reading books, and slowing down. The first days were tough, she recalled, but over time, I realized those were the most beautiful moments of my life. Eliminating toxic relationships and social pressures. To focus on yourself, the first step is to identify and remove toxic relationships. These relationships not only drain your time and energy, but also diminish your self-worth. Nguyen was once trapped in a negative relationship with a colleague who constantly undermined her. After enduring for a long time, she decided to end it. It was only after escaping such a relationship that I realized I deserved better, she shared. Social pressure is another significant barrier. Many of us feel compelled to live according to others' standards, from career choices to lifestyle decisions. Nguyen learned to say no to societal and familial expectations to live life on her terms. Building habits of self-care. Focusing on yourself is not just a philosophy. It is a habit that must be practiced daily. Here are some ways to nurture your mind and body. Spend quiet time each day, read, meditate, or simply sit in silence to listen to your thoughts. Practice gratitude. Write down things you are grateful for, no matter how small. Exercise and eat healthily. A healthy body supports a clear mind. Set personal goals. Write down what you want to achieve and create a plan to accomplish it. Nguyen incorporated these habits into her daily life. She spent her mornings meditating and painting, and her afternoons reading and learning new skills. Every day, I live fully with myself, she said. Learning to say no and prioritize yourself. One of the most critical skills in focusing on yourself is learning to say no. Declining things that don't align with your values gives you more time and energy to invest in what truly matters. Nguyen initially struggled to turn down unnecessary social invitations, but after focusing on herself, she realized that dedicating time to herself was not just a right but a responsibility. When I learned to say no, I found more space for creativity and growth, she shared. Growing in peace, slowing down, focusing on yourself, and seeking peace are essential for holistic growth. In a chaotic world, peace is the foundation upon which you can build greater dreams. Nguyen completed her first art collection during her time of solitude. Her paintings received high praise from critics, and she was invited to exhibit internationally. I never imagined that focusing on myself could bring such incredible results, she said. Connecting with yourself to create sustainable value. Focusing on yourself not only helps you find life's meaning, but also enables you to create lasting value for yourself and those around you. When you understand yourself, you can contribute to your community with sincerity and impact. Conclusion: focusing on yourself is a deeply meaningful journey. It requires courage to face solitude, patience to learn self-care, and determination to overcome societal pressures. Nguyen's story proves that when you dedicate time to connect with yourself, you not only find happiness but also uncover the immense potential hidden within. Remember, solitude is not a punishment. It is a gift that allows you to build a life worth living. Part 2. Lessons about relationships. The multifaceted nature of relationships. Relationships are an integral part of life. They can bring joy, support, and meaning, but they can also lead to pain and disappointment. To maintain a healthy relationship, we must understand its true nature, an interaction between two imperfect individuals, full of differences and challenges. And story: a woman who lived in a toxic relationship is a prime example. After years of enduring disrespect and control from her partner, she finally decided to end the cycle of suffering. She shared, "I learned that not every relationship is worth holding on to. Sometimes, an ending is an opportunity for a new beginning." Recognizing toxic relationships. One of the most critical lessons about relationships is the ability to identify signs of toxicity. These can manifest in many forms: control, disrespect, blame, or emotional abuse. An experienced years of her partner controlling everything from her career to her social life and even her clothing choices. She didn't recognize the toxicity until friends intervened and helped her see the truth. After leaving, she realized that ending a toxic relationship is not a failure but a liberation. Don't choose friends out of loneliness. Loneliness can sometimes drive us to make poor decisions. It's easy to settle for unsuitable relationships just to fill the void. However, relationships born out of loneliness often lack a foundation of respect and loyalty. Unlearned a valuable lesson. Instead of seeking temporary comfort, I decided to invest time in personal growth and finding friends who genuinely understand and support me. Investing in healthy relationships. Healthy relationships don't occur naturally. They require time, sincerity, and effective communication. Here are some ways to build and sustain meaningful relationships. Be genuine. Honesty is the foundation of any relationship. Always express your feelings and thoughts clearly. Show respect. Appreciate differences and avoid trying to change others to fit your expectations. Practice empathy. Put yourself in the other person's shoes to better understand their feelings and needs. And eventually found a new companion who respected and supported her. For the first time, I felt truly heard and loved, she shared. Forgiving without forgetting the lessons. Forgiveness is an essential part of maintaining relationships, but it doesn't mean forgetting the lessons from the past. When Nguyen was betrayed by her best friend, she was heartbroken. Instead of holding on to resentment, she chose to forgive and free herself from negativity. I can't forget what happened, but I won't let it hold me back. Forgiveness allows me to move forward and seek more meaningful relationships. And said, building a positive support network. A network of friends and family is a vital source of motivation and strength. Actively seek and nurture relationships with people who bring positive value to your life. Such a network offers a place to share joys and sorrows and find support when needed. And joined a book club to meet people who shared her interests. There, she found sincere friends who were willing to listen and share with her. Setting boundaries in relationships. To protect yourself and maintain balance. Setting boundaries in relationships is crucial. Don't hesitate to speak up about what makes you uncomfortable and stand firm in protecting your values. And discovered that establishing boundaries not only boosted her confidence, but also earned her respect from others. When you learn to say no, you feel more liberated, she affirmed. Relationships as a two-way journey. A relationship is a two-way journey where both parties need to contribute effort and commitment. A relationship can only thrive sustainably if both sides work together to build and grow. Conclusion. The lessons from Anne's story remind us that relationships are not always easy, but they are an essential part of life. Choose friends wisely. Invest in positive relationships. and face challenges with patience and sincerity. Relationships are an art, and you are the artist creating the masterpiece of your life. As in said, never hesitate to leave behind what doesn't fit to make space for something better. Part 3. How to face failure and success. Failure and success, two sides of the same coin. Failure and success often go hand in hand. Much like two sides of the same coin, one cannot truly appreciate the value of success without experiencing failure. Min, a young entrepreneur, is a vivid example of this. He endured 3 bankruptcies before building a successful startup. Min shared, "Every failure was a lesson. I learned from those bruises to avoid repeating the same mistakes." Failure, like a bruise, is not permanent. It is painful but can heal if we persevere. Turning failure into a learning opportunity is essential for moving forward in life. Embracing failure as part of the journey. Failure is not the end. It's merely a part of the journey. How we react to failure determines our future. Instead of avoiding or blaming others, take a moment to reflect and ask yourself, what can I learn from this experience? For example, Thomas Edison, the inventor of the light bulb, famously said, "I have not failed. I've just found 10,000 ways that won't work." His patience and ability to face failure made him a symbol of resilience. Developing a mindset to face failure. To turn failure into a valuable lesson, follow these steps. Self-assessment. Identify the root causes of the failure. Was it due to inexperience, poor planning, or external factors? Take responsibility instead of placing blame. Own up to your mistakes and learn from them. Find solutions based on the lessons learned. Create a clear plan to avoid similar mistakes in the future. Consider the story of Lai, an athlete who failed in 3 consecutive national competitions. Instead of giving up, he changed his training methods, collaborated with a new coach, and ultimately won a gold medal. Understanding the nature of success. Success doesn't stem from luck or innate talent. It is the result of preparation, persistence, and hard work. However, success can also become a hidden enemy if not managed wisely. Min shared, "When I achieved my first success, I thought I was invincible. That mindset led to complacency and mistakes in my next venture." Success should be seen as an opportunity for further growth, not a stopping point. Managing success to avoid future failures. Success can lead to failure if not managed properly. Here are some tips to maintain balance after achieving success. Stay humble. Remember that today's success does not guarantee tomorrow's. Keep learning. Don't let success make you complacent. Always seek ways to improve yourself. Share your success. Success is not just for you. Share your knowledge and experiences with others to spread positive value. Failure and success. Motivation to keep moving forward. Both failure and success offer valuable lessons if we know how to leverage them. As the saying goes, failure is the mother of success. It is failure that often drives us to rise stronger. Remember, your journey is not measured solely by the heights you reach, but also by how you overcome challenges. Face failure with perseverance. Embrace success with gratitude, and keep moving forward on your path. Conclusion. Success and failure do not define you. How you handle them does. Learn to rise from failure. Continuously improve after success. And remain persistent. The stories of Min, Lai, and many others show that no failure is final unless you give up. Treat failure as a lesson and success as an opportunity to grow further. Part 4. Managing finances and time. 1. The importance of managing finances and time. Managing finances and time are 2 core aspects of overcoming challenges in life. Financial stability provides a safety net, while effective time management creates opportunities for personal growth and achieving goals. Lon, a woman who struggled financially, demonstrated that saving and long-term planning can bring about significant changes. Initially, Lon often spent impulsively without a plan. However, when she faced unexpected family emergencies, she realized that living without financial discipline had left her unprepared for life's uncertainties. 2. Common financial management mistakes. Lon fell into several common traps in financial management. Impulse spending. Emotional purchases often left her budget in the red. No emergency fund. When unexpected events occurred, she had no savings to rely on, forcing her to take high-interest loans. Risky investments. Lon lost money by engaging in high-risk investments without proper understanding. Realizing her mistakes, Lon committed to changing her habits by budgeting, saving, and planning for the future. 3. Steps to smart financial management. To overcome difficulties and build sustainable finances, Lon followed these steps. Create a budget. She tracked her monthly income and expenses, dividing them into categories such as essentials, savings, and personal expenses. Build an emergency fund. Lon set aside a portion of her income each month for unforeseen circumstances. Learn about investments. She began exploring safe investment options such as fixed deposits, bonds, and mutual funds. Reduce unnecessary expenses. Lon cut back on luxury purchases and focused only on essentials. Within a few years, Lon not only stabilized her finances, but also saved enough to fulfill her dream of traveling abroad with her family. 4. Time. An invaluable resource. Unlike money, time is a non-renewable resource. The way you use your time directly impacts your quality of life. Many people, like Lon in the past, waste precious time on unproductive activities such as excessive social media scrolling or procrastinating on important tasks. Lon realized that effective time management enabled her to be more productive and still have time for her family and herself. 5. Effective time management strategies. To maximize her time, Lon implemented several strategies. Plan daily tasks. She created a priority list to focus on the most important tasks first. Use the Pomodoro technique. Working in focused intervals of 25 minutes with 5-minute breaks helped her maintain productivity and avoid burnout. Eliminate distractions. She turned off phone notifications and set up a dedicated workspace to stay focused. Allocate time for self-care. Lon reserved at least 1 hour a day for activities like reading, exercising, or relaxing to recharge. 6. Combining financial and time management for maximum efficiency. Lon discovered that combining financial and time management yielded better results. Save time while shopping. She prepared a shopping list beforehand, avoiding wasted time and overspending on unnecessary items. Invest time in learning instead of engaging in meaningless activities. She took online courses to develop new skills and boost her income. Plan long-term goals. Lon outlined her savings and investments for major milestones like buying a house, further education, and retirement. 7. Lessons from Lon's story. Lon learned an essential lesson. Money can provide security, but time determines how much you truly enjoy life. Managing both wisely allows you to live a balanced and fulfilling life. Conclusion. Managing finances and time are not just skills but essential habits to navigate challenges and build a sustainable future. Lon's story reminds us that saving money and using time effectively lead not only to success but also to peace of mind. Cherish every dollar and every minute. They are your most valuable assets in life. Part 5. Managing emotions and stress. 1. The importance of managing emotions and stress. Emotions and stress are inevitable aspects of life. They can serve as motivation to move forward, but if left unmanaged, they can become significant barriers. Learning to manage emotions is not just about staying calm, but also about improving relationships, mental health, and problem-solving abilities. Hoa, a woman who endured years of anxiety and stress, exemplifies the power of emotional management. After discovering yoga and meditation, she learned to listen to herself, control her emotions, and restore balance in her life. 2. Emotional management, the first step toward inner peace. Emotions are natural reactions to life's events. However, not everyone knows how to control them. Negative emotions, when unchecked, can lead to consequences such as losing composure, damaging relationships, or even affecting physical health. Hoa found herself trapped in a cycle of anger and anxiety following a family crisis. She shared, "I couldn't control my emotions. My moments of losing composure not only increased my stress, but also hurt my loved ones." 3. Silence, the strongest weapon against anger. One of the greatest lessons Hoa learned from yoga was the power of silence. Instead of reacting impulsively when angry, she practiced pausing, taking deep breaths, and asking herself, what truly matters in this situation? Silence is not avoidance. It is a tool to regain composure and prevent regretful words or actions. Hoa reflected, when I learned to embrace silence, I felt more in control and made wiser decisions. 4. Effective techniques for managing emotions. Hoa applied various methods to improve her emotional control. Deep breathing. Practicing steady breathing helps reduce tension and calm the mind during high-stress moments. Journaling. Writing down her thoughts and feelings daily helped her identify stress triggers and find solutions. Living in the present. Instead of worrying about the future or regretting the past, Hoa focused on living fully in the moment. Seeking support, she reached out to friends, family, or professional counselors whenever necessary. 5. Facing stress. Turning burdens into motivation. Stress is not always a bad thing. When managed well, it can become a motivator to achieve great things. However, unmanaged stress can quickly turn into chronic anxiety, affecting both mental and physical health. Hoa realized that her perception of stress determined how she dealt with it. Instead of viewing stress as something to fear, she began to see it as an opportunity to grow and learn. 6. Practical methods for managing stress. To transform stress into motivation, Hoa adopted the following steps. Planning, setting clear goals and breaking them into manageable steps. Prioritizing tasks, organizing tasks by importance and tackling the most critical ones first. Rewarding herself, celebrating small achievements to maintain motivation. Resting adequately, taking time to relax, unwind, and engage in activities she loved to recharge her energy. 7. Calming the mind through yoga and meditation. Yoga and meditation became essential tools for Hoa to reduce stress and manage her emotions. Yoga not only improved her physical health, but also brought peace to her mind. Meditation, on the other hand, helped her focus on her breath and let go of negative thoughts. After a year of consistent practice, Hoa noticed significant changes. She became calmer and developed a more positive outlook on life. Yoga and meditation are not just exercises. They are a lifestyle that helps me find peace amidst the chaos, she said. 8. Lessons from Hoa's story. Hoa's journey reminds us that managing emotions and stress is achievable with the right habits and perspective. By practicing healthy routines and shifting our mindset, we can transform negative emotions into positive energy. Conclusion. Managing emotions and stress is an essential skill for maintaining calmness and balance in life. Hoa's story demonstrates that feelings like anger or anxiety are not enemies but opportunities for growth. Remember, silence is the strongest weapon when facing challenges, and true peace comes from within, a powerful force you can always rely on. Part 6. Gratitude and Humility. 1. The power of gratitude in life. Gratitude is a transformative force that allows us to find happiness even in the midst of challenges. It shifts our focus from what we lack to what we have, bringing contentment and joy into our lives. The story of Mrs. Hung, a woman who endured hunger and poverty during her childhood, exemplifies this power. Despite her struggles, she always held on to gratitude for the little things in life. Gratitude is the key to happiness, she often says, reflecting on how her outlook shaped her path. 2. Mrs. Hung's journey through adversity. Growing up in a rural village during difficult times, Mrs. Hung experienced long days of labor and nights with an empty stomach. Yet, instead of dwelling on what she lacked, she found joy in the small blessings around her, sharing a meal with her siblings, feeling the warmth of the sun, or hearing the laughter of her neighbors. Her ability to appreciate life's simplest pleasures gave her the strength to persevere. I learned that happiness isn't about having everything, she shared. It's about recognizing and cherishing what you do have. 3. Gratitude as a key to resilience. Gratitude fosters resilience, enabling us to endure hardship and emerge stronger. It helps us reframe challenges as opportunities for growth and appreciate the lessons they bring. Mrs. Hung's journey taught her that gratitude is not just a reaction to good times, but a conscious choice in difficult ones. For example, during a particularly harsh drought, instead of lamenting the loss of crops, she expressed gratitude for the community's support and the strength to rebuild. 4. Practicing gratitude in daily life. Gratitude is a habit that requires regular practice. Mrs. Hung incorporated simple routines into her life to nurture a grateful heart. Gratitude journal. She wrote down 3 things she was thankful for every evening, helping her end the day on a positive note. Mindful appreciation. She paused to savor small moments, like the taste of a ripe fruit or the sound of birdsong. Expressing thanks. Mrs. Hung made it a point to thank people around her, from family members to strangers who offered help. Her practice of gratitude created a ripple effect, inspiring others in her community to adopt a similar mindset. 5. The role of humility in cultivating gratitude. Humility is closely linked to gratitude. It reminds us that we are part of a larger whole and that much of what we enjoy in life comes from the efforts and kindness of others. Mrs. Hung's humility shone through her actions. Despite her eventual success as a businesswoman, she never forgot her humble beginnings. She often credited her achievements to the support of her family, friends, and community. Her humility made her approachable, fostering deeper connections with others. 6. Humility as a guide to true happiness. Humility helps us let go of ego-driven pursuits and find happiness in serving others. By shifting the focus away from ourselves, we open the door to meaningful relationships and a sense of purpose. Mrs. Hung exemplified this principle by giving back to her community. She established a scholarship fund for underprivileged children, ensuring that they had access to education, a gift she had once struggled to attain. Humility reminds me that my success isn't just mine, she said. It's a shared blessing that I'm fortunate to pass on. 7. Lessons from Mrs. Hung's story. Mrs. Hung's life is a testament to the power of gratitude and humility. Gratitude amplifies joy. By focusing on what we have rather than what we lack, we find contentment in any circumstance. Humility builds connections. A humble heart fosters empathy and strengthens bonds with others. Generosity multiplies blessings. Sharing our resources and time enriches both our lives and the lives of those we touch. 8. Cultivating gratitude and humility in our lives. To embrace gratitude and humility, we can adopt simple practices. Start a gratitude journal. Record daily moments of thankfulness to build a habit of appreciation. Acknowledge others' contributions. Take time to recognize and thank those who impact your life positively. Engage in acts of kindness. Helping others fosters a sense of humility and deepens your gratitude for what you have. Conclusion. Gratitude and humility are keys to a fulfilling and meaningful life. Mrs. Hung's story reminds us that happiness isn't about material wealth or status. It's about appreciating the blessings we have and using them to uplift others. By embracing gratitude and practicing humility, we can find joy in every moment and create a positive ripple effect in the world around us. Part 7. Positive thinking and personal freedom. 1. The transformative power of positive thinking. Positive thinking is not just a mindset. It is a life-altering force that empowers us to overcome challenges, build resilience, and shape a brighter future. Believing in the possibility of change, even in the darkest times, can lead to remarkable transformations. Nam, a man who battled a serious illness, is a living testament to this truth. Despite facing daunting odds, his unwavering belief in recovery and his positive outlook helped him triumph over adversity. Your mind can be your greatest ally or your fiercest enemy, Nam shared, reflecting on his journey. 2. Nam's journey to recovery through positive thinking. Nam's life took a drastic turn when he was diagnosed with a severe illness. Initially overwhelmed with fear and despair, he realized that negativity would only worsen his condition. He chose to focus on what he could control, his mindset. Nam embraced positive affirmations, visualized his recovery, and surrounded himself with supportive individuals who believed in his strength. I told myself every day that I would heal, he said. Over time, His determination and optimism not only improved his mental state, but also contributed to his physical recovery. 3. How positive thinking influences challenges. Positive thinking does not eliminate difficulties, but changes how we perceive and approach them. It helps us stay solution-focused by shifting attention from the problem to possible solutions. Build resilience, cultivating the inner strength to keep moving forward, even when faced with setbacks. Enhance well-being, reducing stress and promoting mental and physical health. Nam's story exemplifies how a shift in perspective can turn challenges into opportunities for growth. 4. The connection between positive thinking and personal freedom. Positive thinking is closely tied to personal freedom. When we let go of self-doubt, fear, and negativity, we liberate ourselves to pursue our dreams and live authentically. Nam learned that his illness, while limiting in some ways, could not dictate his life. Freedom isn't just physical, it's about the choices you make in your mind, he explained. His decision to focus on gratitude, hope, and strength gave him the freedom to live fully, despite his circumstances. 5. Practices to cultivate positive thinking. Nam adopted practical strategies to maintain a positive outlook, which anyone can incorporate into their lives. Daily affirmations, repeating empowering statements like, "I am strong," or "I can overcome this," helped him stay motivated. Gratitude practice, reflecting on the things he was grateful for, kept his mind anchored in positivity. Mindful meditation, focusing on the present moment, reduced his anxiety and improved his overall mindset. Connecting with uplifting people, surrounding himself with those who shared his optimism, provided encouragement and support. 6. Achieving personal freedom through positive action. Personal freedom is about living authentically, unburdened by fear or external expectations. It begins with the courage to think positively and take actions aligned with your values and aspirations. Nam found freedom in small victories, like walking again after weeks of being bedridden or savoring moments with his loved ones. These experiences reinforced his belief in the power of positivity and encouraged him to continue striving for a better life. 7. Lessons from Nam's story. Nam's journey reveals powerful lessons about positive thinking and personal freedom. Your mindset shapes your reality. A positive outlook can transform even the most challenging situations. Freedom starts within. Breaking free from fear and negativity is the first step toward living authentically. Resilience leads to triumph. Perseverance, fueled by positivity, enables you to overcome even the toughest obstacles. 8. Practical steps for embracing positive thinking and freedom. To integrate these principles into daily life, consider the following. Reframe challenges as opportunities. Shift your focus to what you can learn or achieve from difficulties. Celebrate small wins. Acknowledge progress, no matter how minor. To stay motivated, let go of limiting beliefs. Replace negative thoughts with affirmations that empower you. Pursue what brings joy. Align your actions with your passions and values to experience true freedom. Conclusion: positive thinking and personal freedom are deeply interconnected. Nam's story illustrates how an optimistic mindset can inspire resilience, foster growth, and lead to a fulfilling life. By embracing positivity and breaking free from fear, we can transform challenges into opportunities and reclaim control over our lives. Believe in the power of your thoughts, and let them guide you toward the freedom and happiness you deserve. Inner stillness is not just a foundation, but also a strength that helps us overcome life's challenges. From the stories of Min, Lon, Hoa, and Nam, we learn that happiness doesn't come from what we possess, but from how we perceive and cherish what we have. Let inner stillness accompany you on your journey to self-discovery, building balance, and finding deeper meaning in every moment. True happiness begins with a calm and peaceful soul.